The vault opens. Welcome back. I am the archivist. Every week I open a file that was never meant to be found. Tonight, we open one of the darkest. The file reads, Human Experiments, Classified. Imagine waking up one morning. You feel strange, confused, different. But you don't know why, because last night, while you slept, your own government used you as a test subject. You never gave permission, you never even knew, and the people who did this to you, they were never punished. This is not fiction, this happened multiple times to real people. And today, the archivist opens that file. To understand how governments experiment on humans, we have to go back to World War II, 1939. The world is at war, and in the chaos of war, some scientists discovered something dangerous, that they could do anything, and nobody would stop them. Nazi Germany ran experiments so horrific that after the war, the entire world said, never again. They created the Nuremberg Code, a set of rules that said no human being can ever be experimented on without their consent. The world agreed. They signed it. They promised. And then they broke that promise almost immediately, because while the world was celebrating, behind closed doors in America, a new program had already begun. Its name was classified, its methods were illegal, and its victims had no idea what was being done to them. CIA headquarters, Washington, D.C. A man named Sidney Gottlieb receives approval for the most disturbing program in American history, Project MK Ultra. The mission? To control the human mind. The method? Drug people without their knowledge, torture them psychologically, and see how far the human mind could be broken. They used LSD, a powerful hallucinogenic drug. They put it in the drinks of ordinary citizens, government employees, mental patients, prisoners, even their own CIA agents, without telling anyone. One man, Frank Olson, a CIA scientist, was drugged without his knowledge. 9 days later, he fell from a 13th floor window. The government called it suicide. His family called it murder. The truth? Still classified. Around the same time, in Tuskegee, Alabama, another experiment had been running. Since 1932, for 40 years. 399 black men were told they were receiving free health care from the government. They were poor. They trusted the doctors. What they were not told was that they had syphilis, and the doctors were not treating them. They were watching, studying what happens when syphilis is left completely untreated in a human body. These men suffered. They went blind. Their organs failed. Some died. And even when penicillin, the cure for syphilis, became widely available in 1947, the doctors deliberately withheld it, because the experiment was not finished. 40 years, 399 men, all deceived by their own government. This only stopped in 1972, when a whistleblower leaked the files. President Clinton formally apologized in 1997, 65 years after it began. Now you might be asking, how did this stay secret for so long? The answer is simple and deeply disturbing. These programs were not run by monsters in dark alleys. They were run by doctors, scientists, government officials, people in suits who sat in offices and signed papers. When MKUltra was discovered in 1973, CIA Director Richard Helms ordered the destruction of all files. Thousands of documents burned, gone forever. But they made one mistake. 20,000 documents had been misfiled, stored in a different building, and in 1977, those documents were found. The world finally saw the truth. But here is what the archivist wants you to remember. MK Ultra had 150 sub-projects. We only know about a fraction of them. The rest successfully destroyed. We will never know what happened. We will never know how many victims there were. We will never know what they discovered. And that is perhaps the darkest part of this file. Before the archivist closes this file, one final entry. In 1994, a report revealed that between 1944 and 1974, the US government had been injecting citizens with radioactive material without consent. Patients in hospitals, soldiers, pregnant women injected with plutonium, uranium, radioactive iron. Over 4,000 such experiments on American citizens by their own government. The file is closing. But before it does, the archivist asks you one question. If this was happening then, and it stayed secret for decades, what is happening now that we don't know about yet? Think about that. The vault closes for now. If you are new here, subscribe. Every file we open is one they never wanted you to read. I will see you in the next vault.